we have HuntressSpectre. Huntress is another lovely friend, and Huntress is Spec. Spec is actually from I believe the EU. I'm gonna be very embarrassed if I'm totally wrong, but I believe she's from somewhere in Europe. I could be wrong. If someone actually knows, you know, definitely let me know. But anyways, so her coming to the US TwitchCon is a big deal, and so I was excited to see her. By the way, she has blue hair just like her VTuber model. But when I saw her, I didn't know for sure whether or not Spec would be comfortable with the crab steppies. But you know, I felt comfortable enough with her that she would either one, be interested, or just, you know, like not be weirded out with me asking, especially because I've had her on stream before and we've talked about this stuff before, so it's not out of the blue. But I asked her, I was like, hey, would you be comfortable with taking a steppy pic with a plushie? And she was like, oh, absolutely. So yeah, I was really happy that we got to you know, take the steppy pic together. And you know, it's always nice to get steppy pics from like people who, like, you know, you think like would be comfortable with it, but you're not 100% certain. And so the fact that Spec was like, not just like, oh yeah, we could do it. No, Spec was like, oh yeah, absolutely, like we can, yeah, for sure, let's do it, you know. So I'm glad that we got to take this picture together. I love Spec. I worry about making people uncomfortable, Bill. It's okay. I worry about that too. I mean, you heard me just talk about how, you know, like, you know, people's comfort is always kind of like my number one. And so I always worry about asking, like, either for a steppy pic or for anything kink related. You know, I always err on the side of caution. But, you know, if I'm like 99% sure I think someone's going to be comfortable with it, I'll ask. And if someone ever says no, then you can always, like, as long as you're respectful about it and just like, okay, yeah, no problem, you know, and that's it. Like, consent is always the most important thing. And so I think as long as you come from a place of, like, from there, then I think you're going to be okay, you know? So yeah, I totally understand you wanting to not make anyone uncomfortable though, because I always go out of my way to not make other people uncomfortable either, you know?